Hi, my name is Joseph Chrisman. I'm a millwork installer and finish carpenter in Los Angeles, California, originally from Portland, Oregon. And as much as I miss Portland, Oregon, I love how sunny it is down here. It's March, I'm in short sleeves, and have been most of the winter. I am really happy to use Festool Systainers and their transportation systems. It makes for a much more efficient job for me. Gives a professional appearance. Right now I'm parked about 2 blocks from my job site. I'm up in the hills of Hollywood, and this is going to help me get there a lot quicker. We're in a beautiful location just underneath the Hollywood sign, but I'm going to move these tools and a number of other things down to my job. I don't drive anything fancy. It's just a Ford Econoline van, 15 years old, but incredibly reliable. And I've outfitted a little bit to carry my Systainers and other tools. As you can see, I have a cart here for all my nail guns, and then down below there I have it attached to an old Systainer with a Senko PC1010 compressor in it. So everything rolls there together. I don't have to make a separate trip for the compressor. Inside my van I have a number of Systainers arranged along the shelves. Top left is the laser that I'd really love to put in a Systainer soon. I have a Systainer 5 on a roll board with all my extension cords, what have you, and then I have all my drills and a Sys 3 that I put an attic lid on top of. I have a plinth, and to one side I can arrange ladders. Sheet goods still fit inside. I've got my MFT over to the right. I'm not going to need that today, just installing some hardware. But I have clamps and third hands in a bag over there on the right, and on the far left I have a support I use for narrow scribes, as well as way down there I have my jammer set of Stabilo levels. On the left here, underneath the compressor, I have one storage area, plus I have all my rails set up for different lengths, and they each have stops in their slots, so they all end up in the same one every time. Today I'm going to load everything up on my Sys cart, which was a recent acquisition, and I'm really happy to use now. At the bottom drawer I just keep some miscellaneous bits in, my rear pocket pouch, my tape measure, torpedo level, and then some blue tape, some masking tape, some razor blades, notepad, that kind of thing. I always carry a first aid kit with me. You can never rely on someone else to have one for you, so I have mine in a Sys 1, and I've gotten a special red latch for it and put some red tape on an auxiliary handle. This is how I'm going to stack up my Systainers today. I've got my first aid kit all the way on the bottom, and then I've got my drill kit. All the parts that I use frequently are in my attic lid, which I really appreciate. You can get that as an extra piece through the ECAT system, or if you buy yourself a Sys 2 with an attic, you can certainly do that. Today I'm going to grab my cabinetry install box. I'm also really happy about these the new Sys toolbox. You can see mine. I've got all my frequently used screws on one side, and then I've got my power head screws and their caps on another side. I've got some other miscellaneous hardware that I need, some Euroduro stops, some adjustable hardware screws, some longer screws for when that's necessary. And then on the other side I have all my Blum hinge hardware and a few extra hinges. And shelf pins ready to go whenever I need that. So that's going to be the next one on the box, because it does have the handle. And then I see with the handle is you can pick this thing up even if you don't have it latched, and it's not going to go anywhere. So that's the first latch. Then I've got my hand toolboxes. Here I'll just show you what I've got inside. I've got the new deeper box, and then there I've got all my hammers on one side. I've got clamps and glue on another side, and a few larger things that fit here and there. And then on top of that, I've taken another one of the Sys toolboxes, and I try and organize stuff, sort of per subject, if you will. And notice I got a couple of nylon webbing straps in case I don't have my cart and I just want to grab this box. I can always throw it on the top of my shoulder. But you know, I've got stuff that's more to do with carpentry, plumb bob, chalk line, scribes, that sort of thing, stud finder. And then on the other side I have the lid, I have pens, pencils, some beeswax, a little epoxy stick, a couple little bits of this and that, and then of course, very important, I've got my ear protection and my eye protection ready to go. No excuses for not bringing that with you. You have it that easy to access. Then I have some saws, saws, prying devices, things for shaping wood is really how I characterize that. And then on the other side I have pliers, screwdrivers, shears, all the little, all the sorts of things with handles that you need when you're working on a house. So that's kind of the tour. Now I'm going to go ahead and shut that up. It's usually a little faster if I have both hands, but right now I'm holding the iPad with the other one. The iPad is actually another really important tool for me. It helps me keep all my drawings and access to reference manuals in one bit. Alright, so I've got all that. And then lastly, I've got one more open toolbox. This is great for all the stuff that you're not... This is great for all the stuff you're not using on a regular basis. In here today, I've got some special trim head screws and some other special fasteners I'm going to need today, as well as some cabinet handles. I'm going to add my jig to that stack, and let's see. And then I'm going to add my my TS75. I make my own labels for the Systainers. Other tools, my outlet templates, my shims, parts for my MFT. Got all my pocket screwing kit and my hole saws and other Systainers. So really like using this system. My planer and belt sander are in one, even for stuff that's not part of the Festool system. These toolboxes are. So I'm ready to go with my stack today. I have my vacuum, my saw, my drills, my first aid kit, my cabinet installation kit, all my hand tools, and then one more miscellaneous box with hardware and water, and one very long rail ready to go all the way down the hill underneath Hollywood. Thank you, Festool.